Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel, I'm ForClassic and welcome to BenchART. So for today we have in here Resident Evil 3, the new version from 2020 based on... This is pretty much a remake from Resident Evil 3 which brings back Nemesis. Amazing. So I did enjoy a lot Resident Evil 2, which was an insane game, and so I believe this Resident Evil 3 will share the same DNA. So it will be excellent since the gameplay it is mostly the same. And this is all we wanted, Resident Evil 3 with the gameplay of the remake of the Resident Evil 2. So today we are running this in here on my Nvidia GeForce MX 130, which is the same GPU as the GT940 MX. This packs 2GB of GDDR5. And this is the settings that I do recommend you to go for. So I'm using 720p. You can adjust the resolution scaling, which in this game it is called image quality, but I will talk a little bit more about it. I'm using TAA, textures on eye, and also texture filtering on eye, but this is where I start to drop all the settings. So I reduce the mesh quality to minimum, shadow to minimum, shadow cache, you want it to be enabled since it helps the performance. Disable screen space reflections, subscattering reflections, but I decided to cap volumetric lighting and also ambient occlusion because it gives an amazing atmosphere. I also left on some effects like depth of field, lens distortion, and I have fidelity effects enabled because it helps the image to be more sharp when you use TAA, which is one of the biggest complaints about TAA, it's being very blurry, but with the AMD fidelity effects it really helps the game to be more sharper. So looking to the requirements, these guys ask for an i5 CPU, 8GB of RAM and the GTX 760, so we are below minimum requirements, but still with this setting that I did told you about, which I considered to be 720p low settings, what I got it was a pretty reasonable average with an average of 44 frames per second and a 1% low of 28. So yeah, despite we got an experience above 30 frames per second most of the time, there were some dips to 28, especially when I blow up some barrels and stuff like that. So talking about resolution scaling, if you have a 1080p screen, instead of reducing the resolution to 720p, you can use 70% of image quality or 60% of image quality. If your resolution it is 1366 by 768, you can use 90% of image quality. I encourage you to use image quality instead of reducing the resolution, because if you drop the image quality instead of dropping the resolution, what will happen is you will get the same performance as if you have dropped the resolution, but all the elements, the subtitles and all the screen, it is rendered at your resolution. For example, 1080p or the other resolution that I did told you about, you get the subtitles and all the screen at that resolution, but the game it is rendered at another. This is very useful. I know that a lot of people aren't really aware of this feature, despite it is implemented on the games for 1 year or two, but never drop the resolution of the games, just drop the image quality. I decided to drop the resolution because I know that you guys usually drop the resolution instead of the resolution scaling. Alright, so that's it. Very good performance, above 30 frames per second as you can see, and that's it. But what do you want? Where could you get the game? I mean, the game it is on pre-order on Steam for $59.99. This is the typical AAA price, but I have in here a much better price for you. So if you buy through Greenman Gaming, you can get the game for €46.79. So it's a 22% discount. I think you should really get the game through there. This is no gray store like Greenman, like G2A or like Kingwin. This is a retail certified store, just like Steam, just like Humble Bundle. And if you buy the game through Greenman Gaming, not only you save around 15 euros, you will also get the key to activate on Steam. So despite you buy on Greenman Gaming, you can still activate your game on Steam, and it will be on Steam forever, just like if you have brought it from Steam. All right. So if you want to enjoy this discount, just go to the link on the description of the video and enjoy the massive discount these guys offer. So with that, hope you keep enjoying the rest of the gameplay, which is amazing, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
Carlos, I've reached the main avenue. Which way do I go?
See a big transmission tower? That's the substation. You'll have to circle around through an alley to your right to get there.
You mean the alley that's on fire?
Maybe. Surely a tall drink of water like yourself can put out a few flames.
Fuck you. Gotta put this out.
volume. Give your girl or boy a kiss and kiss your sassafras goodbye. Here comes
This must be the subway company's offices.